Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another investment video. Today we're going to have a look at what has changed over Future Stars, what we can do to make a ton going forward, and how we are going to spend our coins to make millions and get a team, well, like mine. You're in the right place, of course, as always, to get more coins, and all you've got to do to say thank you is subscribe, drop a like down below, and let's get into it. Now, of course, as you guys know, all of the investment videos do fall over on Footbin, and we do spend a lot of time looking at them. But what I will do, we've got a giveaway already on the 15th of February. We'll be giving away £50 worth of FIFA points. All you've got to do is subscribe and send proof to be entered. But if we get a good player in this ultimate pack, I will add more players to it. So all we've got to do is get rid of my duplicate bronze, which of course we will recover. We're going to open this ultimate pack, and if it's a good player, any good player from the promo, I will add something to the giveaway. So it looks like we've got an inform for starters. That's not great. Okay guys, let's all remember the ultimate pack is literally a better 100k pack, and we have just got an 85 as the best rated player. This is why you do not buy packs, guys. I got that one for free for doing a load of champs games, but look how much I got shafted. Of course, the first thing we see when we go over to Footbin, other than a load of ads, is of course all of the new players we've got added on. So you can see Sancho is currently popular. You've got Rolster is currently popular. So these are two players that in theory would go into potentially a midfielder's evolution. And we've got Padlo Parios there. Obviously, Sancho also is his converted card as well. We've got Boniface here, new card, Seedorf. Petit, it looks like I think Petit was dropped in a mini release, which means actually there's potentially a filter that we can do out of Petit and Seedorf, but that's not an investment. So looking at what has changed the market, of course, this card here, brilliant, links very well to Athena, and of course those two have dropped the price of a lot of attacking cards. Of course, 175k to do this evolution, and evolution SBC, a lot of people are saying it's actually worth very good value. You've got the likes of players like Gula, who started out as 400,000 coins. I don't know who was paying that much, but I packed him at 400k, already got an SBC, but he's down to 66. So you can see where cams on the market have just absolutely dropped. Harvey Elliott also not even 60k at the minute, which is absolutely ridiculous. Now, what I will say, for example, for the Harvey Elliott card, I would actually say this is potentially good for an investment. If we look at his price, it's soaring down, 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 down. Now, I reckon you could pick this guy up for probably 50k. Obviously, he's going to have to be on a snipe, but the reality is that's a card on a snipe at 50k is going to be an absolute ridiculous profit in future, because I think that will go back up to the 60, 70k mark when you get more Liverpool players coming out. Now, a card that you want to stay so far away from, guys, is going to be your Rodman. Now, when we look at Rodman and actually look at the card, 870k essentially for a direct link to Selena Smith. It really is ridiculous. When we look at her card over here, this card is 62,000 coins. If we have a look at the pricing, it started at 3, 4, whatever 100,000 coins. It's gone up and down. It's now sat at 60. I actually think potentially it might be worth grabbing this card for an investment based on this one coming out of packs, because when this one is out of packs, obviously this one's going to soar. I think also it will have this card raising a little bit. Now, obviously that is one to be a little bit more careful around. Of course, other investments that you can have a look at right now, there should be a centre-back evolution on the way, which means our Virgil van Dijk, if we have a look over here, these cards should drop when a centre-back evolution comes out. Now, of course, Virgil, his card is absolutely soaring up and down. If this card drops at all at any point, I would suggest it's always a good buy, because his cards have significantly just rose and rose and rose. You can't get his team of the year on the market, I don't think, right now. His other card, I mean, it was worth 2 mil, it's worth 3 now. I remember having this inform at 400k at a point in the year when it was less. This is like the first 2 months when it first came out. It was less known that Van Dijk was the powerhouse of the year, and it was far cheaper. Because we also had a mini release that contained some actually quite good players. Obviously, you have the likes of Rodman there as well. We had a striker, and I can't remember her name, but she came out with the likes of Lamptey. So we've obviously got Lamptey's card here, right back, left back, right wing back again. And on this one, similar story. It's now down to 84k. Now, what I will say is actually Lamptey, historically, his cards have done well and then obviously dropped off in the future. Now, I would actually say potentially this is one you might want to get your hands on. If it goes down to maybe 70,000 coins, definitely have a look at popping that one out. Now, the other player you want to have a look at from the promo, if we scroll down here, I'm looking for the new card. I can't remember her name. Rachel Kajani. Now, this card right now is 25,000 coins. The minimum for the card is 25,000 coins. Realistically, I think this card, obviously when the price range change, will absolutely drop a little bit. So probably down to like 20k. But then at that point, it's literally the price of an 87 card. It's pretty much the price of an 87. I don't think this should be the price of an 87. So this is a big buy if you get the opportunity when she does drop, when the price ranges change. She is a big one to buy. Now, if we go over to SBC's cheapest buy rating, what you'll be be able to have a look at is what cards are also a big buy. I'll be honest, guys, 86s right now are in the absolute gutter. There was a big boom on them more recently. A lot of people would have invested in that. We need to get rid of this ad. So if we actually have a look at what we've got here, and Nkunu's a buy, Savage is a buy, Little's a buy. Now, a lot of these obviously are not going to be as cheap as it has them here, but we've got most 86s under 10k. Now, when they're needed in SBC, these all go to about 13 or 14. Definitely a really, really easy one to wrap your hands on. German La Liga centre mid, really easy one to pick up a few of these. Also just centre mid, Playstyles Plus, really, really easy one to just pick up some 86s there. On the 87 front, I would always have a look at promo cards, because promo cards will essentially reduce price quite rapidly. We've got Rolfo as always in there, we've got De Jong, we've got Panos, Magol, so you've got pretty much the regular players who you'd see at these ratings. I mean, actually all the way up to 88, I'd say right now we've got a pretty big buy. Then there's a gap between 88 and 89 because of all the high rated SBCs, but realistically an 88 should not be 20k. That is ridiculously low. So easy filter to get some of them. Brazilian keeper, Premier League, I'd have a look at that. I'd personally, out of all of these, be going for the likes of your Oblaks, your Endlers, your Renards. Those are the ones that are going to be easy to snipe. So make sure you get on them. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. I don't know who this is, and this may get deleted if it's deleted if it's trash, but if we've got a back... Is that a banger? I mean, it's a double Future Stars, but it's pretty poor.